America. This is Trey Roberts of the Rock Worldwide Show and lanternsofliberty.us. Very excited to be speaking with you today. And over the next couple of minutes, just ask you to watch this video in its entirety, listen to what's said on here, and then please pass this video along. We're announcing today the launch of the plan to fix America. It's called Project Two-Thirds. More on that in a minute, but let me start by asking you a question. Do you like the fight in our House GOP leaders right now? Do you like the deficit slashing deal from a couple weeks back that, in essence, didn't really slash the deficit? We kind of knew what we were getting, though, when we sent 63 new members to Congress during the midterm elections to Washington, D.C., didn't we? And we still have some house cleaning to do, because too many of our leaders are still part of the good old boy network. Well, I think, in actuality, I know that we've found the answer, and we're announcing it here today. We have found a way to fix everything that we've ever wanted to be fixed. Everything that we've hoped to address, and everything that we need in order to pass an America on to our children, the likes that has been passed on to us, but better. We will make these changes permanent. Let me explain. What's the one thing that can just flat out destroy the Tea Party movement and all the good that's been accomplished? Well, nothing else than the presidential election of 2012. If we allow persons, personalities, personas, parties, politicians, and politics as usual to once again step in against us holding out our principles, those constitutional principles that allow the movement to spontaneously and organically grow into the most powerful force since our founding fathers, then we won't even make it to 2012. We cannot have a Romney faction and a Gingrich faction, or a Palin, or a Trump, or a Pawlenty, or a Huckabee, or a Bachmann, or a Kane. We can't allow people to divide the Tea Party. We must let the GOP cannibalize themselves in the primary selection process. The Tea Party needs to do nothing more than sit back and observe and then support whoever the GOP nominates. But we cannot get caught up in putting our confidence in men or women once again. We are not a nation of men. We are a nation of laws. So we have a suggestion, an answer, if you will. And this solution will do four things. Number one, it will restore our Republican form of government. Number two, it will put an immediate halt to the 100 years of progressive influence that has caused damage to our system of government as given to us by the founders. Number three, we will shut the door to progressives ever getting back into our system. And number four, we will mend the Constitution and restore constitutional principles. Principles of federalism, separation of power, checks and balances, popular sovereignty, and limited government. It's called Project Two-Thirds because this will be the greatest grassroots undertaking in the history of the United States of America. It will require Tea Parties and 912 groups and freedom-loving grassroots organizations from every state in the Union to buy in, get involved, and work over the next 18 months in a manner that will make the last 2 years seem simply like a warm-up. And in many ways, it has been. If the last 2 years hasn't shown us anything, it's shown us what can happen when the sleeping giant wakes up and stands at the gate vigilant. See, the plan is not to just gain a filibuster-proof Senate, but in fact a 67-seat Senate and 2/3 of the House of Representatives. We want a 2/3 majority in our legislative branch of government. And when we accomplish this, we will have won. We will pass every amendment that we need to fix the nation. Everything from a balanced budget amendment to the defunding and repealing of Obamacare to fixing our tax system, defunding the DOE, the EPA, the TSA, getting rid of the czars and all the bureaucracies that choke the life out of the private sector. Once again, wake up our thriving economy, shrink the footprint of the federal government, and we'll get it all in one election cycle. They're never going to see us coming. They're not going to believe it's possible. And if the worst case scenario actually happens and Barack Hussein Obama is re-elected president, We have a 2/3 majority in both houses of Congress, which means we, the people, override his vetoes anyway. And the office of the President of the United States will have no choice but to give back the power that it has consolidated to the other branches of government, and more importantly, to the people of America. America, I know this is the answer because the work necessary to make this happen won't be easy. In fact, it's practically impossible. But Americans have done the impossible before, time and time again. So now is our chance to do the impossible for posterity's sake, for the sake of those who have fought before us and who have made the ultimate sacrifice, for those who fight now and for those who might have an opportunity to fight in the future. We may not need to pick up arms in this fight, but the effort will nevertheless be great. And I know based on what we've done, we are more than ready, more than willing, and more than able to get this job done. The job of fundamentally restoring the United States of America. For more information about Project 2/3, go to www.project2thirds.com, all one word, and also go to www.lanternsofliberty.us for all your information about upcoming national conference calls, webinars, and information coming to a Tea Party near you in your state, wherever you are. And if you want more information and want to contact me directly, you can email Trey Roberts at rockworldwide@gmail.com. I look forward to talking to you in the very near future. God bless you, and God bless America.